Hello, everyone. The music is still going. How do I get the music? There we go. It stopped. Alrighty. So, welcome everyone to this awesome live stream with this amazing panel. We're going to be going over movies for actors that we think had the best 10-year stretch. Oh.
You hearing the echo?
Yeah. Where's that echo coming from?
You have the video playing? Do you have YouTube up?
Yeah. Mute it. I can't really hear it. I can hear it like slightly, but not a lot.
Yeah, slightly.
Yep. My problem. See? Little bit of bugs. But anyways.
I do that all the time.
Thank you guys all for joining. I love this panel so much. Like I said, we're going to be discussing actors or directors that we think put together an absolutely awesome 10-year stretch that resonated with us the most. But before we dive into that, why don't we do some intros? Start off intro with Tony. Just, you know what you're doing.
I'm Tony with BasementBlus. I like collecting physical media a little excessively. I like steelbooks, slipcovers. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on TikTok. But yeah, I love movies.
Awesome. Alrighty. Next up, Ken. I think you know what you're doing here.
No, I don't. I'll tell you what. I'm just happy to not after what happened on Wednesday night with all the issues I have with my live stream. I'm just happy to not be hosting, to be sitting back and enjoying myself and watching you stumble tonight, Tim. But no, I'm just joking. You'll do great, man. I'm happy to be here, and I think I got a pretty good pick tonight for a 10-year run. Might be a little surprising to some, but I think it's gonna work. But yeah, I'm Ken, Mid-Level Media. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, also TikTok as well, Twitter, and if you like physical media, come check me out.
I gotta try that TikTok more. I've put up 2 videos so far. Alrighty, let's go with John next.
Hey, I am John, and I'm at the Plat X2 channel. If you are as close as Ken and I are, you can just call me X2. That's what he told me tonight. So
X2 United.
So over on Plat X2, the channel, YouTube channel, and on Instagram as well. And I have a channel that's all about movies, music, and books. And I do lean towards some classic films. And but anyway, that's what the channel's about.
Awesome. And then on with Mel to end off the intros.
Hey guys, it's Mel coming at you from My Killer Podcast. You can check me out on all social medias pretty much. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Tim, for inviting me onto this panel with the League of Gentlemen. And thank you, chat. Everybody in the chat, thank you for stopping by.
Alrighty. So we're going to be diving in, like I said, to our choices. And Mel has graciously decided that she wants to go first. So
I think Tony should go first.
We're going to put the floor back to her. She's going to tell us which person she picked, which movies within that range there are. And take the floor again.
Okay. So I cheated. I told Tim I cheated right away, though, and he was fine with it. And this is going to take me a minute. So my decade I picked was 1985 to 1995. And I didn't pick one, I picked 2 because where you have one, you have to have the other one. And that is the Corys. I picked the Corys as my actors. So I guess I'm just going to go down the list of years and all the movies that they have. And I'm cheating because there's going to be way more movies because there's 2 people. But 6 years out of this decade did these 2 be in the same movie. So that's why it's important. These 2 people had a significant influence on me as a kid because I was young watching these movies, obviously. So I'm going to start with 1985. We had Silver Bullet, and I am such a nerd. I have some of the physical releases. So we had Silver Bullet for Corey Haim, and then Corey Feldman came in with Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. I don't have that one, but he also did The Goonies. And then coming in 1986, we have Lucas, which I don't have the physical for that. I don't know if anybody maybe knows why, but that is an incredibly hard movie to watch now.
Oh, geez. I hate when a movie is hard to find. It's not on anything.
Yeah. And Stand By Me for Corey Feldman. So then moving on to 1987, we have The Lost Boys, which both of them were in, and this is an amazing film. And that was for both of them. And in 1988, we had License to Drive. I was positive I had that DVD, and I could not find it, and it was just driving me crazy. But License to Drive, which is also a goodie. And then also where am I at now? License to Drive. In 1988, Corey Haim came out with Watchers, which this one, I have the VHS here because this one is incredibly hard to find. I think there is a Blu-ray of Watchers 1 and no, there's a DVD of Watchers 1 and 2, I think, and it goes for like $50 or $60 on eBay. It's insane. But that one is a goodie. And then on to 1989 is Dream a Little Dream. Right here. This one is also a goodie. And this one is coming out on Blu-ray via Vestron soon, right? Tim, let me know if this is not how I'm supposed to be doing this. But also in 1989 gave me my all-time favorite movie of life, and that's The Burbs. I cherish this movie to death. And no, Tim, I have not bought that vinyl yet, but I will. In 1990, we had Prayer of the Roller Boys. I don't know if anybody's actually heard of this one, but it's much like Gleaming the Cube, but it's rollerblades instead of skateboards, which is kind of awesome in its own way. But this one had Corey Haim in it, so that one was a goodie. And then also in 1990, Corey Feldman did the voice for Donatello in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first movie. So that's epic. In 1991, we had Dream Machine with Corey Haim. This is also a VHS. I dug back into the crypt again tonight. And then Corey Feldman did Edge of Honor. So then in 1993, we had Blown Away, which I don't have a physical, but both of the Coreys were in that one as well. I just watched that one again today, and I don't remember it being so sexy. Very sexy. It's a very sexy movie. I was almost like, I had to watch like this. In 1994, they both were in National Lampoon's Last Resort. And then 1995, they were both in Dream a Little Dream 2. So that's my decade. Those are my peoples, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
Well, that was an awesome cheat. I would never have thought about that.
All right, so I didn't know we could pick I'm going to go with the Toms from 1989 and 1999, Tom Cruise and Tom Hanks. I feel like that'll be.
I'm sorry. I know I cheated. I knew I was going to cheat, but they were such a dynamic duo back in the day. It was just crazy. Like everybody wanted them. Everybody wanted them for their movies. Like,
and I've never seen the movie, but I'm excited for the Dream a Little Dream Vestron because, as we know, I bought Candyman 3, so I will buy anything that Vestron puts out.
Well, you're not going to be buying a bad one on that one. That one is actually a really good movie.
You know what's funny too? I saw you show that Watchers VHS off, like, I don't know, it was a video a while ago.
Yeah.
I went to look on eBay. I'm like, I totally want that. And yeah, it's crazy expensive.
It's silly. It's really expensive. I hope they drop it again because this is actually a really good movie. It's horror and it's kind of cheesy, but it's basically there's like these scientists are trying to create a way to have like a monster thing go into like wars and stuff instead of people, and they create this monster, but they telepathically connect it to a dog, and then like this whole situation ensues from there. It's insane, but it's so much fun. It's just fun.
I love that your pick still allows you to mention the Burbs also. It's a way to work.
If you
the
watch
Burbs
all
in.
my videos, I sneak it in everywhere, like as much as I can.
Hey, mine would too. Tom Hanks, 1989. Was it in 1989 or is it 1988? Can't remember.
1989, yeah.
So I was going to ask also everyone what your favorite and least favorite from that time range is. I already know your favorite in there. It would be Burbs, right? Or
Yeah.
is there something else specifically of a Feldman or Haim that is what you would prefer. Do you know what I mean? Since The Burbs is a Tom Hanks movie first and foremost, is there any one of those that stand out to you the most as
Like,
the
what's
others
my
being the lead?
favorite movie?
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so many good ones.
Mhm.
You should have let me know you were going to ask this question.
I'm gonna keep you on your toes.
So for Corey Haim, The Lost Boys, I'll
great
say
one.
this. For Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, we'll go Lost Boys for them.
Mhm.
For Corey Haim separately, I am a huge fan of Silver Bullet. I used to watch that when I was a kid all the time. It
I
scared the crap
just
out of
watched
me.
that for the first time. I really loved it though.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's an amazing film, and he did a great job. And for Corey Feldman separately, oh man, he has so many good ones, like Stand By Me maybe, or The Goonies for sure. It's hard to choose.
Gremlins.
Yeah, Gremlins, I had the same problem as you can. Gremlins was 1984, so
Yep,
like
Gremlins.
just missed my cutoff.
That 11-year thing is real. Like
I know.
so many.
I'll go with Stand By Me. That one was a classic.
Stand By Me absolutely is a classic, though. I love that movie. When it comes to those coming of age kids movies, can you
Mhm.
really beat Stand By Me?
I don't know. There's too many good ones. They all fall like right in line with each other.
I absolutely love that choice, though. Honestly,
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I said it was either going to be a surprise, like everyone thought I'd pick something horror, or it wasn't going to be a surprise at all because, of course, I was a girl like crushing on these boys back in the day.
It tracks. Makes sense.
It's where I got my fashion sense.
I
Stuck
really,
in the 80s.
I should have thought about that too, though. When you were like, "I'm going to cheat a little bit," and it's like the perfect
Right?
cheat, though.
It is.
It's a cheat, but it's not really, right? Because they were in like 12 things together, 12 movies or TV shows together. So
Yeah. I enjoyed watching the two Coreys, the reality show. That was really good.
yeah, that was good
don't-
and sad.
I feel like I remember that. Yeah, I remember
I've
that.
never seen that before.
Yeah, that was when was that? Like mid 2000s?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but
Huh. I have to look that up. Is there a way to watch it, or is it
I
on
doubt
streaming or
it.
anything?
I doubt it. It's
Ah,
pretty old.
Was it on like VH1
Yeah,
or
it's on
MTV or something?
VH1. Yeah.
mm,
I could probably find it on YouTube. Someone probably put their
Probably.
VHS rip on it.
Yeah.
maybe. In preparation for this, I was watching a lot of these over again, and I watched quite a few of them on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
For
crazy.
free.
Like that Bruce Campbell movie, The Love Bug, that I love, only has a VHS, but you can watch it on YouTube if you want.
hmm
So YouTube's a great resource.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I guess, does anyone else have anything else to say about Feldman and Haim before we move on?
I feel useless because I've literally seen none of those films.
Mm.
Oh,
No.
man.
I haven't seen a lot. I've seen Friday
I
the
know.
13th, Gremlins, and I've seen
Silver Bullet.
Silver Bullet. Yeah,
Okay, you guys
Well-
get out your pens and papers. I'm going to go through the list one more
yeah.
time.
So I think I've only seen one movie with Corey Haim in it, and that would be Silver Bullet.
I'm
Oh.
ashamed of myself because I'm lived through the entire decade.
Yeah, John's
Yeah.
got a big blind spot in the 80s
I do. I'm catching up. I watched.
because he played outside too much. You're not supposed to do that. Should have been
John, you
sitting
really do have
inside.
to see
Dang
the
it.
Burbs, though.
I do.
I think you
I
really
highly
like The
recommend
Burbs.
seeing all of these. They're all great movies. I mean, they're not winning awards and they're not getting 5 stars. Well, some of them aren't getting 5 stars. Some of them are. But they're just incredibly fun, coming of age films. These two actors together played off each other like brothers. It's a good fun 80s time,
Yeah. And they went through a lot of stuff together.
They did.
Yeah.
Damn. That's such
I
a good
know.
choice. All right, why don't we go through the chat a little bit, and then we'll move on to the next person. So we got Matt Carey here. He came in here at like 7:00. Horror in 4K on Instagram. Awesome guy. Married with Media is here. Chandler, everyone. Joe Joker. Mika's here. Brad, what's up, Tony?
Hey, Brad.
Movies with Ryan. Look at the stacked panel.
I
This
felt that in
absolutely
my
is a
heart a
stacked
little bit
panel.
too.
Holland Oates. We got Bin Buster in the house. Horror in 4K. Yep. Joe Joker, all-star panel. I could not agree with you more, though. I am so ecstatic all these people said yes.
I'll agree with this. Where are you over here? I'll agree with this.
What show is it? Partridge Family, where they're all in the squares. Is that the show?
The Brady
Yeah.
Bunch.
That's
Brady
Brady
Bunch.
Bunch. Yeah.
Yeah. Movies and Sue came in. Just popping in to say hi.
Hi,
Catch the
Sue.
replay later. Thank you so much for stopping in,
Sue.
Sue.
No, Sue, you watch
Movie
live right
Dungeon.
now. What is this?
Pops will have a stream on later tonight at 10:45, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, hi, Pops.
Eternal Melancholy. Hi, Tim and all. Glad I didn't miss this. Thanks for stopping by. No hat
I
tonight.
know. I tried to be all fancy. Okay, you guys have no idea how nervous I was to be on this panel with these gentlemen who are like scholars in movies. And I'm like,
No, I'm a
This
moron. You don't have to
girl
worry about
over
me.
here who digs 80s trash movies. So I'm just like super nervous. So I jazzed it up a little. Do you like it?
Yeah. I didn't wear my cowboy hat either.
You should have. That would have made me feel a little better.
I get too
Aren't
hot.
you supposed to be wearing a button up? Remember the button
Yeah.
up?
Oh.
Yeah. I'll wear my button up next time, Tim. You don't get the button up on the first stream. Second
Ah,
one,
darn.
I'll wear it.
Yeah, I'd take,
It's only when I'm facing Tony in a battle. It's the
yeah,
only
I would
time
take
got
my
it.
cap off, but it would be too much glare.
I'm getting there. I'm
Oh,
getting there,
no.
Tony. It's
Movies with
receding
Ryan.
more and
Hey,
more every day.
Pops. Jim Powers is
Jim.
here, which it's crazy. Him and I live like miles apart. I don't even know how that happens. I'll plug the movie room Discord real quick. If anyone watching is not part of the movie room on Discord, it's a
Mhm.
great little group. There needs to be more members. So join it if you aren't already on there. But yeah, Jim is on there. So that's why I brought that up. Pops Movie Dungeon. Hey, Ryan. How's everybody in the chat doing tonight? How about this panel? Absolutely. Watchers is great.
It is. It's so good.
I need to try to find this movie somewhere for not
Oh, shit.
$80.
Does it have some kind of special edition like that? You would think that would have like a Scream Factory or something. Doesn't have anything.
I think it has a DVD, and I don't even know if it's a standalone DVD. It comes with Watchers and Watchers 2, which I haven't seen the second one, so I don't even know if it's any good, but
I just
maybe
feel
somebody
like
in the chat has seen it.
I feel like I've seen something. I don't know.
If
Maybe
you've
not.
seen something, let me know.
Maybe
and
not.
Tim, when you're out and about and you're
I'm gonna call it
hunting-
right now. Vestron's gonna release it.
Ooh, that'd be
October.
awesome.
Oh, could you imagine the post? Mel would lose it if that happened.
I'd die. I would.
I'm right there with you, Eternal Melancholy. I got to see it too if I can get my hands on it. Is it on streaming at all? Do you know?
I don't think
I
so.
doubt it.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I know. It's an oddity.
The Corys are a great pick. Yeah, that was a heck of a pick.
Yep.
Mhm.
Was it a novel by Dean Koontz?
Yes, it was.
Was it?
Which is also surprising why it's not getting more love. But maybe the movie just is terrible. Maybe it's a terrible movie and I'm blinded by nostalgia. So maybe don't go watch it. I don't know.
Well, if it's terrible, then
There's-
Vestron will definitely put it out.
or Vinegar Syndrome for sure.
Oh my God. I
Hey,
would
Vinegar
love a
Syndrome's
Vinegar
doing
Syndrome.
Drop Dead Fred. They get respect. That and Dead Heat.
I know they're gonna make me buy
Girlfriend from Home.
two titles 2 months in a row.
Brad, what's up, Pops Movie Dungeon? Looking forward to your stream. Yeah, I'll probably be popping over there afterward. Blown Away is a Cinemax late night film.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Hey, Brad, see you then. What's
I'm
up,
seeing
Jagoda?
Watchers is on Blu-ray.com, but it has no release date yet.
Oh, it's like those placeholders they put.
Yeah,
Well, at least it's on there.
Now, Watchers and Watchers
Thank you.
2, there's a $150 set on Amazon.
Oh my gosh.
Is that the DVD?
And it might be DVD. I don't know. My phone's
Yeah,
not
it has to be.
It's been
I don't think I could bring myself to pay $150 for like. It would have to be some super out of print Bruce Campbell movie for me to possibly pop that money down.
I saw it on eBay for, it was like 50 or 60. I almost did it. And then I was like, I can't do it. Not for DVD.
Yeah. And then
I have the VHS.
Lucas is another one that's really expensive. It's out of print. Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas is a good one too, which that one actually, I'm surprised hasn't gotten a better release too. But maybe it's the stigma behind it,
Yeah, it could be.
which sucks because it's such a good movie.
I don't even know if I've heard of Lucas.
Movies with Ryan. Hey, I heard you like Corey, so we put some Corey on your other Corey to give you some more Corey.
Thank you.
Matt Carey, Jagoda, appreciate the shout out on Instagram. Absolutely. Lost Boys is a classic. Yeah, 4K definitely. Y'all need to experience 2 Corys. What's up, everyone? If everyone doesn't know, Alex Thomas has a new Instagram. Alex_Thomas_reviews, I think it is. Unfortunately, got locked out. Ugh.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, I pray that never happens. I got so much, and I would. Oh, it'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Jared Runner, howdy everyone. Got a lot of great people here in the chat. Did anyone catch Moonfall or Jackass? Not yet.
No.
Everything I see from Moonfall is like F, yeah, 0%. Which makes me even more intrigued. But
I'm legitimately excited for Jackass, but I'm not going to the theaters for it.
Yeah.
I heard he suffered a little brain damage from one of his stunts in that movie.
From the bull hit, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm surprised Knoxville's not dead, to be honest. Like, he's put his body through brutal torture.
I haven't seen a Jackass movie since the theater, the first one in the theater. And I remember my mom took me to see it. And I was like 15 or 16 or something. And we went to see it. And it was kind of awkward.
Well, that's cool though. Yay, mom.
I don't remember what the circumstances were. I don't know.
You don't
Yeah,
talk
that
about
seems like a interesting one to watch with your mom.
Did she not know the subject matter, maybe?
I don't think she did.
Oh, no.
Maybe she thought it was a fun movie about a donkey or something. I don't know.
All right, so we're pretty caught up on the chat. Why don't we dive in? We'll go with Ken next, since Ken has work in the morning, worked today, so I appreciate that he was here.
Yeah.
Imagine you're tired.
I'm good. I always have you all on all night when you all have to work the next day. So it's only right to get my pay back.
Ken gets to work and gets $1 Blu-ray.
Oh, you need to watch my video I just dropped before here, Tony.
I think I did, right?
I don't
All
know.
right,
It
Ken,
was
you're
like
going
2
full
hours ago.
screen. Yeah, you're on the stage.
So when you think about great runs in cinematic history, people like Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, Samuel Jackson might come to mind. But I'm constantly reminded every single time I walk into Walmart just how hard of a working actor that this guy is. Just putting out movie after movie every single week. I'm going with Bruce Willis, 2013 to 2022. The DVD Willis run. All right, you got movies like Apex.
Unbelievable.
You got no. This isn't real. This isn't true. I'm not going with Bruce Willis.
Oh, God.
I don't even think I could talk about any of these movies. But Apex is phenomenal. This is coming out on February the 8th from RLJE Entertainment. So got another plug in for that. I don't even think I've seen any of his straight to DVD stuff in the last 10 years, to be honest. But yeah, Midnight in the Switchgrass, Once Upon in Venice. Those are some excellent movies. But no, I am going with something that I feel is very personal to me. I'm taking the comedy route. And when I think about this actor, like this run is legitimately incredible, and all of his best films are in this 10-year span. So I'm going with Jim Carrey, 1994 to 2003. It's an incredible run. I think he did 14 movies in this time period, 8 comedies, 1 superhero film, 3 dramas. You want me to read them all off?
It's up to you, however you want to do it.
Okay. Let's start with 1994. 3 of the most impactful comedies of all time. You got Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber all in the same year. Then next year, you got Ace Ventura 2, When Nature Calls. He plays an iconic Batman villain, the Riddler, and is arguably the most memorable part about that movie. And it's the thing that you remember the most from it, Batman Forever. Then you got The Cable Guy, directed by Ben Stiller. It's a great one. This is honestly probably my second favorite Jim Carrey movie. You got Liar Liar, which is my personal favorite Jim Carrey movie. Then he moves into the more dramatic role with The Truman Show, and he's kind of flexing his acting range. He does Man on the Moon, dives back into comedy in 2000 with Me, Myself, and Irene, which I think is a severely underrated Jim Carrey comedy. Not a lot of people talk about that one, and it's one of his best. Then you got his Christmas movie, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, directed by Ron Howard in 2000. You got The Majestic, directed by, I believe Frank Darabont did that one. And that's in 2001. Then you end it, which you could say he had some good. I know there's some fans of Fun with Dick and Jane and Yes Man, but I think his last truly great comedy was Bruce Almighty. And that was in 2003. So there you go. That is the end of the Jim Carrey run.
That is a heck of a pick.
Yeah.
You got 7 nominations for Golden Globes, 2 wins, a BAFTA 1 nomination, a SAG 1 nomination, nominated for 3 Saturn Awards. I don't even know what a Saturn Award is, but he was nominated for it. Okay. So I don't know. I think it's unmatched. And when I thought of it, it just kind of clicked. I was like, yes, this absolutely works. It's one of the best. It was the only one that I was satisfied with.
So how many
one that
movies?
came to my mind, but that's fantastic.
How many movies were there that he did during that decade?
14.
Wow.
He also did, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Simon Birch, which I don't even remember him in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't either, but that's a great movie.
Yeah.
But I imagine he was a supporting character.
Either. That's a great movie too.
It is. Yeah. I said that Fun with Dick and Jane, Yes Man, arguably very good comedies. Post 2003. But yeah, 1994, 2003, Jim Carrey run is an incredible run.
Yeah, you were listing everything off, and it's like, holy cow, I really didn't realize. I guess I should have, but I mean, Liar Liar and Ace Ventura and their Cable Guy. I love Cable Guy.
Cable Guy's awesome.
It's so good.
I do regret not being able to put Earth Girls Are Easy in there. But that was far before 1994. That would have took me way out of the time frame.
So, what do you think is the strongest and weakest of that time frame for him?
The strongest for me would be Liar Liar. I think overall, probably The Truman Show. If you're talking about just an overall movie. The weakest, Batman Forever, as far as like an actual movie. But I mean, I think he's the best part.
He's so good in it, though.
Yeah, very over the top, like he is in most of his stuff.
But it's as far as the movie itself.
It's bad.
It's the weakest. But Man on the Moon, I have not seen. I wish I had seen it. I think that's the only like big one from this time span. I haven't seen, but I will see it because it's getting ready to get a Kino release, and I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one either. What's it about? Has anybody seen it?
It's Andy Kaufman, the famous comedian from was he in the 70s and 80s?
Mm-hmm.
I just remember that he got pal drive by Jerry the King Lawler. and that they put that in the movie, and Jerry Lawler's actually in the movie.
The soundtrack of that movie is brilliant.
Yeah, I never got to that one. Didn't he get like super into character? Like,
Yeah, and there's I
ridiculously
think
into
there's a
character?
documentary on Netflix about it too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, just about how into care and how like nuts he got on that set, to where he actually believed he was that comedian for the whole time that they were filming the movie.
I can't wait to finally see it. I do have the Kino pre-ordered.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the one from this period. Now, I was trying to, because when I was thinking of everybody, I was like, well, that's a great run, but I haven't seen every one of those movies. I think this was the only one that kind of clicked with me, and I was like, I've seen almost every single one of these, so I feel like I could, feel like it resonates with me a little bit.
Yeah, and somebody in the chat was mentioning Once Bitten. That's a Jim Carrey movie. That's the first one.
Yeah, I got that Shout Factory or whatever released.
Yeah,
so I haven't watched it.
I love that one.
But had I seen all the Bruce Willis movies from 2013 to 2022, I'm sure
You'd still be talking about them.
I'm sure that would have definitely made the cut.
Because we were full screen, you guys didn't see Mel completely losing it.
I did. My eyes started watering, so I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
I actually thought you were going
Y'all would have
Like-
really been shocked if I broke down every single one in detail.
I was
I
looking
thought you
forward to
were
that. I was like,
Because
serious.
there's
how is he gonna do
literally
this?
there was literally like 40 of them. He comes
He's the
out with
hardest
a
working
movie
actor in the
every
world.
single week, and he's always in like 2 minutes of them.
I think he does like 10 movies a year, right?
Something like that. It's him and it's Nicolas Cage, but I think even Bruce Willis does more movies than Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage. You literally walk into Walmart every single week and it's a new one on the shelf every week, and that's no joke. Like he's had like 3 so far come out this year. It's
I think
crazy.
like 3 of them are with Chad Michael Murray too. Doesn't he keep doing?
Yeah,
with the same
always with
people?
Chad Michael Murray. Yeah, every single time.
Oh my gosh, that's a phenomenal pick.
But I am
God,
excited to
that's
check
too-
out Apex. It comes out from RLJE on February the 8th, and it's some kind of looks like a Battlefield Earth sequel or something. I don't know. Looks pretty good though. There's like a beam in the middle shooting up.
You let us know.
I don't
how
know,
good
I don't know
that
if you
is.
guys saw that. And these soldiers on the back. It's pretty cool.
We'll wait.
The
We'll
cast
wait for
kind of
your
sells me though.
review.
Neil McDonough is great.
He is great. He is great. I'm a big fan.
All right, so we'll go back to the chat. Damn, 2 for 2 though on great picks.
He said, "Stop hating on Bruce." Nobody's hating on Bruce here.
I really thought you were going there though, and legitimately, I said have fun with it. I thought you were actually.
Had I have seen any of them, maybe.
Oh my god! What would have been great is if you actually pulled out the stack full of all those movies.
What the sad thing is I know Mel had all of them ready to go, but like I think I only have Liar Liar from Jim Carrey. I really do. I haven't
Yeah,
Yeah,
watched
I
any
had
of
to
his
dig
other
in the
movies.
crypt. Like I said, I got VHSs sitting here.
I think I have a VHS of Batman Forever in the closet.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think if I have anything else. I'll have Man on the Moon soon. But
I
yeah,
agree
I
with
used to
your
have Bruce
video.
Almighty on DVD.
Yet
Ken,
again,
your
Kino's
video-
rushing it though.
You're talking about having like Dumb and Dumber and all these other releases of his coming out on Blu-ray and 4K.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they need
Absolutely.
to put them all out.
Absolutely.
Because I saw The Mask, I saw Dumb and Dumber. They had these cool Target slipcovers, but like I didn't buy them because they were DVD.
Mhm.
They were Blu-ray. I would have snatched them.
So good.
Yeah, because you're so against buying DVDs, right?
Unless they come from Dollar Tree.
Look. I have a price limit on the DVDs unless it stars Tony. Then I'll spend $10 as a joke on a live stream.
Yeah.
But I'm only gonna buy a DVD for like $1 or $2. I can't do the 4. I almost bought Van Wilder though with those new Lionsgate slipcovers. How much are those DVDs? Do you know at Walmart?
$750.
The DVDs were $750.
Oh,
The
wait.
Blu-rays were
No,
I
the
thought that's-
Blu-rays were $750.
Were they $5?
Yeah.
I don't know because my Walmart's too lazy to put the freaking price stickers up on
Yeah.
them, so I didn't even know what the
The
price
Blu-rays
were
were
until I
$750.
walked out.
Yeah, $750 for the Blu-rays and $5 something for the DVDs.
Yeah, that's too much.
Van Wilder's a fun one. But anyways, Kal-El is in here saying hey to everybody.
Hey, Kal-El.
Hey, Cal.
And Pierce Brosnan. Okay. Side Hustle. Prayer of the Roller Boys is a great Corey Haim movie. Bin Buster. Hello All. Let's see. Never seen any of the Jackass movies. I don't think if you didn't grow up with them, I don't think they would really connect.
Right.
Really, I don't know.
Yeah, if you didn't
I was a
watch the
skateboarder
TV
back
show.
in like. What was that?
I said, yeah, if you didn't watch the TV show.
No. Yeah. I was a skateboarder back in like 2003, 2004, and that was like prime Jackass time. And Jackass involved a lot of skateboarders, so I was into that. I was a jackass. It's a lot of haze back and forth. Bruce. People were.
Does anybody want to guess how many movies Bruce Willis was in from 2013 to 2022?
30.
Yeah, 30.
You're close.
35.
It's 33.
Oh my God.
He started 2013 with some good ones though. A Good Day to Die Hard and Red 2, G.I. Joe Retaliation. He was still on top
Like
of his
legitimate
game.
studio movies.
Yep. And then he had Split and Glass in there too.
Have you seen his interview Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis?
Yeah, that's in there too. No, I haven't seen it.
That's brilliant. He asks
Really?
him, "Do you know it's possible? Do you know you're allowed to say no when you get offered a movie?" He asks him-
Oh, man.
the interview is hilarious.
He knows what he's doing.
Is it all in good fun, or does he get like...
Oh yeah, absolutely.
good.
Yeah.
Because what's Zach been doing lately?
He lives in Canada now.
Oh, really?
Western Canada. Yeah,
Between Two Ferns.
absolutely.
A lot of people really like the Bruce pick, though. You should have ran with that.
I'm not
good.
kidding.
Maybe from Die Hard into the 90s, I could have done something with that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't feel like Bruce Willis has ever really been that good.
I don't think
That
he's
might
put
be-
together enough solid movies in a time span.
I think he kind of caught on with Die Hard and a couple other movies. And
Hudson Hawk.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And he wrote that movie too, which says even more about the man.
Cable Guy is very debatable bad, but good movie. The Mask is great.
I don't think that movie's. I think that movie's brilliant.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
Cable
I
Guy.
legitimately.
It's one of the most
It's not
brilliant
so bad
dark
it's good.
comedies
I actually
ever.
love it.
And I don't think a lot of people know it was directed by Ben Stiller, which is crazy. I think it was one of the first movies he directed.
It's so dark. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Carrey, great choice. Love Bruce Almighty. Yeah, I got to rewatch them. Morgan Freeman as God was perfect choice.
Yes.
No Hat Killer. Okay, Hat Killer podcast.
Yes, no hat. I glammed it up tonight.
Cable Guy is a favorite of mine. Used to watch it all the time. Yeah, I don't even know if I have the Blu-ray. Now it's going to make me want to buy the Blu-ray after the stream because I don't think I have.
As a kid, it was one of my least favorite. I was probably 11 when I first saw that movie. I was like, "What is this?" Like it just felt off to me. But as I grew older, I grew to love it.
Yeah, I think because it's so dark and it's a different type of tone than most of his stuff.
Yeah,
It's so good though.
like it's Jim Carrey's putting his nipples on glass and saying, "Oh, Billy." It was like, what is this?
Chris Farley was in talks to have that role before he passed away.
Really?
The Cable Guy.
Really?
Oh, I would have loved to seen that movie.
In the
Oh
book,
wow,
The
that would
Chris
have been
Farley
really
Show.
interesting.
If you read the book, The Chris Farley Show, his brothers talked about some of the films he was in talks to do before he passed away, and that was one of them.
Oh damn.
Wow.
It'd have been a very different Cable Guy. But it would have been awesome.
Oh wow, I would actually love to see that. That would be great. I imagine he didn't have a 10-year span, but Farley had some classics in a really short amount of time. My God.
I would have. I'd love to have seen where he went if he didn't pass away. But the skeptical part of me would think he would just be in all the stupid Adam Sandler movies he does now. That would be all he
3,
was.
4, 5, 6.
I'd like to think he was better. He'd be better than that.
could have ended up pulling a Melvo, and it could have been a David Spade, Chris Farley duo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I mean, I
That
think Farley was always funnier than all of them. Like, he's funnier than Sandler. He should have been the top.
You'll be living in a van down by the river.
Oh my God, it's my favorite. Absolute favorite.
Once Bitten is my favorite Jim Carrey movie. God, I saw it so damn long ago. I don't even remember it well. It has been a while since I've seen The Truman Show. I need to check that one. I need to check the one, oh my God, I can't. I'm stumbling over my damn words.
It's a great film.
Yeah. But does that happen to you guys? You'll just be reading, your tongue just twists.
You know what happens to me.
You can't say Batman Forever. It's too big. Better than Cable Guy. Oh God, better than Cable Guy. Ugh, I don't know about that. Batman Forever was crap only due to McDonald's and toy companies not being able to sell toys for something dark. Man on the Moon is so good. The Majestic underrated. Stop hating on Bruce. The reason he did 3 with him is because all shot in the same day. Oh. That's why Chad Michael Murray is with them all the time. They just shoot them all back to back.
Is Chad Michael Murray only in like 5 minutes of it every movie too? And they just put them on the cover?
I mean, I've never seen them, so I wouldn't doubt it. Can explain your hate for Robin Williams. That's a great one.
Those guys are trolling. I don't hate Robin Williams. The only thing I said was that the character of what's his name in Mrs. Doubtfire? Do you remember his name? I can't remember his name. Anyway, his character, Mrs. Doubtfire, was an asshole to Pierce Brosnan's character. And I think Pierce Brosnan's a good guy in Mrs. Doubtfire. That's what I said. And they said, how could I hate Robin Williams that much? Say something like that. I'm like, he literally threw fruit at the man for no reason, unprovoked.
Which is one of the funniest scenes.
It is. Just threw a lemon at the back of his head.
All right, so we'll call it on the chat right now. And John, you good with going next?
Yeah, man.
All righty. You'll be going full screen once I click the button. There we go.
Well, I feel like, as we joked around at the beginning, that it was expected of me to go classic. So to not disappoint, I will go classic. I will go with the original Bruce Willis in Jimmy Stewart. And I'm going from 1939 to 1948. And I won't hit. So he did 18 films in that stretch of time. And so 39, he started with Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Here we go. And this co-stars Jean Arthur, who's my all-time favorite actress. And this is the film that actually introduced me to Jean Arthur. And this film I was going through his filmography, and this one is ranked number 29 on the AFI's top 100 American films. And so that's how he started this decade, this run. The next one I'll highlight is from 1939, and it is Destry Rides Again. The shout out to Western Month.
Yep.
And which was awesome. Thank you, Ken. And Marlena Dietrich and James Stewart. This is a fantastic Western. I highly recommend that one. And then in 1940, this is one of my all-time favorite films. And it is The Shop Around the Corner. And if you've seen You've Got Mail, that's where that movie came from here. And outstanding film. I've watched it countless times. The next in 1940, this is the only time Jimmy Stewart won an Academy Award, and it is for The Philadelphia Story, and it's Criterion release. This one is ranked number 51 on the AFI's top 100. And then there's this break in Jimmy Stewart's career, and then he comes back with in 1946, which is ranked number 11 on the AFI top 100 with It's a Wonderful Life. This is the Steelbook. This is the first time. This is my best Tony impersonation. Here are 2 different editions.
Where's that slip at?
What's that?
Where's that slip?
Oh gosh, that's a J card.
busted.
Can I go get by with a J card, Tony?
No.
Do you have the Walmart edition, the Target
gosh.
edition?
I feel like I just
Best Buy,
failed.
Dollar General.
So this
14
one comes,
alternate slipcovers.
so those are the only 2 I have. I apologize. And that one was 1946 and AFI's Top 100, number 51. And then in 48, he comes out with Rope. And that was the beginning of his partnership with Hitchcock, which obviously led to a ton of killer films. So in that 10-year span, the films he was in garnered 24 Academy Award nominations and 4 Academy Award wins. But for me, it's a personal thing because I love these films so much, particularly Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, because that introduced me to Jean Arthur, and I just absolutely love her filmography. And then It's a Wonderful Life, which is what I watch every Christmas Eve every year. And that film just has a huge impact on me. But one of the things I think is just really cool about Jimmy Stewart is in 1942, he left Hollywood and actually fought in World War II. So between 42 and 45, he was fighting. And then he came back to film. And the first thing he does when he comes back after serving his country is It's a Wonderful Life, which has become one of the most iconic films ever. But during his 4 years in the military, he actually did a short film for the United States government that was considered a propaganda film. And it was actually nominated for Best Documentary by the Academy Awards while he's a soldier serving his country. And that film, they actually attribute it to recruiting 150,000 soldiers to also serve their country. So for me, when I look at Jimmy Stewart, he's got some unbelievable films that kind of go all over different genres. But then he comes back from giving himself completely for his country to do just a movie that I know has just literally changed so many people's lives with It's a Wonderful Life. So when I think of actors who've impacted me in great decades, I think that's not too shabby. He was gone for half the decade, and he has 3 films in the top 51 all-time American films, Academy Awards and all that stuff. So, and serve his country. So that's my pick. Jimmy Stewart, 39 to 48.
Damn.
That's
You went
amazing.
where I thought, but it's wow.
Yep.
All I got is poop and fart jokes and nipples on glasses, and Vlad's got some all-time greats over there.
Well,
Same
like
over
Jimmy.
here.
Now, part of me knew you were going to go Jimmy Stewart. I just felt it. Or Jean Arthur, because I know you love Jean Arthur.
I do love Gene, but I had to go with Jimmy because he introduced me to Gene. So
Yeah, I definitely want to watch a lot more Jimmy Stewart. I loved The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. That was like one of my favorite movies that I watched during Western Month. And then It's a Wonderful Life I've seen. Outside of that, I might have seen one other film from him. Those might be the only 2, though. So I really got to watch a lot more.
So many classics in his filmography.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
John,
haven't seen
how
all the
did you-
Hitchcock stuff. So that's a gap for
Well,
me.
no,
I
I've
haven't
seen Rear
all that.
Window. He's in Rear Window, right?
Yeah, I have seen that. I haven't
Also
seen
seen-
Vertigo.
The Man Who Knew Too Much is a fantastic
cool.
one also.
Is he Vertigo too? He
Yeah.
is Vertigo.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes I get him and Cary Grant confused.
Yeah, 4 Hitchcock movies he did.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've seen 4 Jimmy Stewart movies for sure.
Yeah, a lot of good westerns, like y'all were saying. There's a lot that I just watched this past month that he was in. Really good,
Mhm.
Yeah.
especially when
did a ton of westerns.
some of his first movies. Yeah,
Yeah, Naked Spurs in there. Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. There's a ton.
Yeah, I need to watch Anatomy of a Murder. He's in that one too, because I got the
it's so
4K
good.
of that, and then I got the 4K of Mr. Smith Goes to Washington too.
I actually just got the soundtrack of Anatomy of a Murder. It's so good. So, John, how did you narrow that exact time frame, like versus going up or back a year? Like, was there one specific movie you used as an anchor point? Like, was it It's a Wonderful Life, and then you kind of just built around that?
I started at I had to have that in the 10, and I started at Mr. Smith Goes to Washington because it was it really opened my eyes to a ton of just incredible actors and actresses who I wasn't familiar with their work. And it's a killer film. Jean Arthur is brilliant. She is, in that generation of films, she's really strong. Like, she goes toe to toe with all these guys. She's not just there. She goes toe to toe with, in Philadelphia, or sorry, in all these other films, like with Cary Grant, with Stewart. She's just a very strong personality and hilarious at the same time. So that film introduced me to a ton. And then, but I did have to have It's a Wonderful Life in there for sure.
The amazing thing with Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, you watch that now, it's just as relevant politically as it was then. Like, it still shows you the crooked side of government pretty well. So I love that movie. It's excellent.
Yeah, it's a really inspiring film. And so, but while I do love these, Ken, I do love fart poop jokes as well. So
now answer me this: was Jimmy Stewart did he ever do a movie with fart and poop jokes in the 30s and 40s?
I haven't found it yet.
He'd be up for it. I feel like if he was making movies in the 90s, he would be starring alongside Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber. I feel like he would have done something like that.
Yeah, and I think he would do it. He's got range. But I will say, so on your list, Dumb and Dumber is that, or Tommy Boy is my all-time favorite comedy. But Dumb and Dumber legit has emotional connection with me, so I love that film. So yeah, I do love Jimmy, but Dumb and Dumber is my all-time favorite comedy. So
oh yeah.
So,
I mean, that's just amazing. Like, I don't know how he did it. Those three movies, Ace Ventura, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, all in the same year. Like, that's
brilliant.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
So, John, I asked both Ken and Mel, so I got to ask you a favorite and least favorite overall of that span.
Least favorite is The Philadelphia Story, which is probably blasphemous because it's the only time he won an Academy Award, and
it's got
Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant. But it's my least favorite of all of them. I think The Shop Around the Corner is one I have the most fun watching. So I'll go with that. Yeah, I'll go with Shop Around the Corner. It's just a ton of fun. Yeah, a lot of laughing in that film.
And we're 3 for 3 in like picks I love.
The pressure.
Very broad range.
Yeah,
going on
there's no
too.
pressure at all, Tony. I say you take that Bruce Willis pick and run with it.
Yeah. Everybody loves that.
All right, so we'll head back to the chat a little bit, and then Tony gets to end this off with the strong one.
Yeah.
Let's see. More don't hate on DVDs. I have to admit, as much as I still buy DVDs, sometimes some of the transfers, it's tough to watch. Those early DVDs, my gosh. It's like watching a VHS, basically. They're rough.
Yeah.
DVDs are good until you switch to Blu-ray and 4K, and then you're like, no, I can't.
It's like Blu-ray to 4K is manageable. Like, I can watch a Blu-ray over a 4K, but then it's like DVD. Yeah. It's almost like VHS DVD.
I was just going to say that.
But especially like the super early days, like the 99, 2000, 2001 stuff. I mean, it's rough.
When I sold all my DVDs back in 2016, because I was going to go digital, because I did the same thing that you kind of did, Tim, I kept all my horror DVDs. Those are the only things I kept, because some of them I didn't feel like I'd be able to find again or whatever. And also because I don't feel like horror is a genre that it's kind of a little rough in nature anyway. So I feel like I could watch a lower grade transfer of that and it might enhance the experience. I don't know. It's just how my mind works.
Yeah, that could make sense. What was it? So I don't know if you guys saw, what was it, like several months ago, I picked up Volcano on Blu-ray, which was like super out of print. And I paid good money for that because if you guys watch the DVD, it's atrocious. It is a horrible DVD. So I don't know. I have a hard time going back with some of these DVDs.
Yeah.
So let's see. Eternal Melancholy, 33. Damn, why did Bruce downgrade his stuff from A-lister to quick cash? Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened with him. I love Hudson Hawk.
Hudson Hawk is a hell of a movie. I'll say that.
It's interesting.
It's a
hate-
different one.
You hating on Bruce? Death Becomes Her. That's great. Sixth Sense. That's a one-time watch for me.
I will say that Death Becomes Her might be his best performance. It might be my favorite.
Oh,
It's
it's
a
so
great
good.
one.
It's so fun.
I love him in that movie. He's so different too.
Armageddon. I have a hard time getting into Armageddon.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see the with the commentary where Ben Affleck basically calls out how dumb the idea of making drillers astronauts is? It's great.
Is it easier to train astronauts to drill or drillers to be astronauts?
It's Deep Impact was the same year, and I prefer Deep Impact way more over Armageddon.
I always like Deep Impact more because the comet or the asteroid actually hits and it's actually like impactful. Like there's some meteor showers in Armageddon, but Deep Impact has like the full on hits, tidal wave.
That's because in Armageddon, a bunch of drillers saved the day.
Was Ben Affleck's all crying as he's going up, Harry, I love you. With Tyler on the screen.
Wow, awesome call. Jimmy is the GOAT. Pennsylvania native, represent. Yeah, I knew. I shouldn't say I knew. I really felt like you were going there, John, but it's such a fantastic pick that can't not go there. James Stewart.
I brought three, so I ended up with Jimmy. I brought three just in case.
Were the other two also classic actors, or did you go?
Only one of them was. I brought two classics and then.
Well, what were the other two?
Humphrey Bogart was the other guy.
Oh,
because he crushed it for 10 years, and then Tom Hanks. I felt like that was a safe.
Oh, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, and
Well, hold on. What was the range for Tom Hanks?
The years 93 to 2002. He brought in $4.4 billion.
Oh, so not the burps then.
See, I was struggling because I was trying to work out Tom Hanks, and I couldn't crack it because I really had to have A League of Their Own in there. I love that movie.
Yeah,
and that's 92, and then I'm like, but if I put that in there, then I'm going to be cut off at 2002, which is Catch Me If You Can, and I love that movie too. So I couldn't pick. I couldn't decide.
That was tough.
See, I have a hard time with Tom Hanks that you get two separate types of Tom Hanks. Like later on, you get the more drama-based Tom Hanks. Earlier on, you get the more comedy. I love the comedy him. His early days, oh my God. So many great ones.
Those are my favorite too. The comedy Tom Hanks, I love them. Like The Money Pit.
Turner and Hooch and Big and
Joe versus the Volcano.
You could start with Big in 98, but then you would cut off Saving Private Ryan. So that's a tough one too.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks is very hard to crack. So is John Carpenter. I could not do that one.
You couldn't make the John Carpenter work.
I was so pissed
between the two movies.
I was like, Halloween or They Live. It's like I cannot leave out like it. And if I couldn't crack it, I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna. It's not a complete run. I'm leaving it. Jim Carrey was the only one I was satisfied with.
It's all about Rope and Harvey, both awesome movies. I can't recommend Rope enough. Like Hitchcock wise, it feels like it's starting to gain a lot more momentum. People are talking about it more in the same vein as like a Vertigo or a Psycho and stuff. It's getting traction, but it's so good. Anyone that wants to see a one-shot movie, Rope is a technical masterpiece.
Well, I'm hoping we get to watch it in 4K this year because I've been hearing it might come out.
So, have you seen the rumors though that I was reading?
They were throwing up all kinds of Hitchcock 4Ks the other day. I think Dawn of the Abyss was throwing them up.
People on Blu-ray.com, they were saying, what did they hear from Digital Bits? I think where they potentially blew too much of the budget on the restorations, restoring family plot. So we might not get all the Hitchcock stuff because they spent too much on family plot.
Yeah, it seemed like they were trying to make another 15-movie box set with 4Ks.
I mean, I'd be all over that, but to potentially not get more because of family plot.
That sounds very expensive. I've never even heard of Family Plot. There's so many of his movies I had never heard of. I'd never heard of Stage Fright. until I
It's
watched
his
it.
final movie. It's from like 75 or 76 or something like that. I watched Shop Around the Corner a couple months ago. Fantastic film. And that Warner Archive release is great, right?
Yeah, it's really beautiful. It's great.
Yeah, I love their stuff. Rear Window is an all-time favorite. Absolutely. I love like Rear Window-esque movies, even like Summer '84 and Disturbia and stuff like that. I love that like
Those are fun.
subgenre, I guess. Isn't Jimmy break because flew planes in World War II? It's a Wonderful Life is a classic Christmas movie. It absolutely is. You know what? I was almost going to make a video on this during Christmas time, but I didn't want to ruffle any feathers. But It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Christmas classic in everyone's minds, but you don't touch a single thing Christmas in that movie until well after an hour into the movie. Like, it's only Christmas towards the
I just watched it for the first time a couple of years ago, and I remember thinking while watching, I was like, this is a great movie, but how is it Christmas again? It's like the very end kind of brings it home.
Christmas doesn't really play into how the plot unfolds whatsoever. It's more so set dressing throughout the movie. I mean, I love it, and I watch it every Christmas, but that's what I hate. I'm tired of the whole Die Hard thing by now, but like, it's hard to say Die Hard isn't, but It's a Wonderful Life is, when they both kind of have the same problems going for them, if you know what I mean. So
some people's experience of that film is just like, it just depresses them. Like, it really bums them out. So everyone has, I think, a very I find that people either love it or get bummed out by it.
It's a very dark movie.
It's dark subject matter. Jimmy was great. Loved his Hitchcock films. Yeah, all four of them are fantastic. That explains the limp in It's a Wonderful Life. Sadly, I've only seen 4 of James Stewart. Oh man, there is so much to dive into with his filmography. Really, James Stewart and Henry Fonda is great too. Were broke roommates before they were famous, and both went on to win an Oscar.
That's awesome.
Platex School, the panel, they were like, "Oh, nice work, man." You really brought the knowledge on that one, though. Like, that was great.
My wife made fun of me. She goes, no one cares or is going to do that, right? And I was like, but it's fun for me.
Look, I don't know all those movies, but I care very much. I'm more interested and fascinated by classic movies than like any other movies nowadays.
Yep, I love classics.
Yeah.
Well, and it's fun to hear about movies you've never seen before, too.
Yeah.
Like all the 80s films I heard about tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but lately I've been finding myself not watching as much of the brand new movies, and I'm watching more older movies for the first time, and I'm like, I still have to get around to like Last Night in Soho. I'm like 4 Marvel movies behind. Like,
don't worry about it. It sucks. Most new movies suck. All the movies that everybody loses their mind over, I'm like, okay.
I just watched a couple of buddy cop movies for the first time, like Showdown in Little Tokyo. I freaking
You said that was on HBO Max? I think I'm going to try to watch that.
I loved it, man. I cannot express how much fun I had with that movie. I don't know how it bypassed me for so long. It is so much fun. And the soundtrack is so good that I spent $60 to buy the out-of-print CD. That's how much I loved the soundtrack.
CD even?
There's no vinyl. It's not on streaming. It's on nothing. So I spent $60 on a CD.
It's probably on YouTube.
It is on YouTube, but I don't know. we're about physical media here, guys. Come on.
I am with everything but music. I haven't gotten into the music collecting.
I got tons of CD, vinyl, all that stuff.
I've got some Limp Bizkit CDs around here somewhere from when I was a kid.
That's how you represent physical CDs is with Limp Bizkit.
That was some cool artwork on that. Was it Significant Other CD? That's pretty cool. I've got some Corn too somewhere.
Yep, I got that too.
Mr. Nichols is a fan. My guy Platt X2. You really brought the knowledge tonight, though.
Oh, that's fun.
Harvey is in my top 50. It's fantastic.
It's good.
I just bought the Blu-ray, like, I don't know, a few months ago. I realized it wasn't in my collection, and sometimes that just happens, and it's like, damn, I need to order it now. Platt X2 is taking me to school with these choices. Broken Arrow changed how Native Americans were portrayed in movies. Harvey is my favorite Stewart film. Got a lot of Harvey love. Jimmy would do it with fart joke for sure.
I really feel like you would.
Yeah.
I feel like you would. He could pull it off. There's an art to it. Really is.
He got rain in farting. Sheesh. Why? Hey guys, John and Mel, good to see you two here. If just showing a toilet flushing Psycho was pushing the limit at the time, I don't know if farts and poop jokes would go over well.
You don't think they could have done Jeff Daniels on the toilet? And
Kal-El would go with John Claude or Arnold. Which now that saying that, everyone in the comments down below after Tony's, who do you think gave the best overall choice, the one that connects with you the most? Or I should say after me, I'm going to go after Tony, but the other four are what matter. I don't matter so much. Just that.
You matter. You matter.
We're just as excited to hear yours too.
Mhm.
All right, we'll stop the chat for now and give the show to Tony.
Woo woo.
So my choice was Sylvester Stallone. Just because I grew up watching. So I had a hard time picking the decade that I wanted to choose. The decade I chose, he had 11 movies in, but I do like the ones after that, those 10 years. There were 14 more movies that I could have selected, but I stuck with these 11 just because these are his most prominent movies. So first up in 1976, we got Sylvester Stallone in Rocky, which is great. I remember seeing this in 1976 in the theater.
we're gonna get that 4K.
Definitely 4K. But yeah, I love Rocky. The next one in 1978, we got Fist. I don't know if anybody's ever seen this one before.
Yep.
It's good. It's not as good as Rocky, but it's one that I liked having in the collection. 1979, we got Rocky 2, which I think I enjoyed more than Rocky. But Rocky 2 was great. I saw that one in the theater. I actually saw all the Rocky movies in the theater. So
That's awesome.
1981, we got Nighthawks. If anybody ever seen this one?
No.
It's another good one. It's
Shot
not very
select.
It's not a very prominent movie, but it is a shot select. And then in 1982, we got Rocky 3, which
That's my favorite.
I enjoyed Rocky 3. I enjoyed all the Rockies, even the bad ones. 1982, we got First Blood, which I actually watched today. So I actually saw this one in the theater when it was first released way back in 1982. And today was the first day I watched it again since then. And man, it was amazing. I actually enjoyed it more now than I remembered enjoying it back then. But great story. This is probably my favorite of the Rambo movies. Okay, 1983, he was the director of a movie called Staying Alive, which was terrible. He was the writer, the director, and the producer of that movie. Has anybody ever seen Staying Alive?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good one. I don't even think it. I think
It's
it
not
has,
the Bee Gees movie.
it has a DVD release. I think it has something to do with, I forgot. Man, what's the name of that movie? Anyways, it's almost like anyways, I don't know. Next movie we have 1984, Rhinestone. Rhinestone is a great movie. I love Rhinestone. Not a lot of people know about that movie. It was him and Dolly Parton. She is a country singer, and he wanted to be a country singer. And a great movie. I wish we would get that one on physical media. I think it has a DVD release or maybe a VHS, but no Blu-ray release. 1985, we got Rambo First Blood Part 2. Another great one. I didn't enjoy this one as much as the first one. but this right here was a good follow up. And 1985, we also got Rocky 4. So
Hearts on fire.
the first 4 Rocky movies were my favorites, of course. 1986, we got Cobra,
Yeah,
Oh, that's
love
so
that
good.
one.
a good one.
Heck
So-
yeah.
So those are mine. That's from 1976 to 1986, right? 10 years.
That's 11. But
That is 11
we'll
years.
allow
Sorry
it.
about that. I can't count. But anyways, some of my honorable mentions from the next decade would be Copland is probably one of my favorites. If you've never seen Copland, definitely check that one out. Over the Top
Yes.
was a good one.
Over
There's
the
a
Top
lot
is
of good
good.
ones. He has a really good filmography. Not a lot of stuff recently. The Expendables movies were okay, not my favorites. But anyway, Sylvester Stallone was my selection.
Tango and Cash was awesome too.
Tango and
Oh,
Cash.
Tango and
Yeah.
Cash, yeah.
Yeah, I thought about Slide. That was a tough one to crack though too, because like you said, there were so many good ones in the first half, and then there's also
Mhm.
some great ones. And there's a lot of ones from my childhood in the second half, like
Yeah,
Demolition Man, and,
Demolition Man. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So all those that I selected,
Daylight. I love Daylight. That's
Yeah,
one
that's
of my
great.
favorite.
yeah, that was my childhood. Those that I mentioned.
actually,
Yeah, you
as you were
can't go wrong
going,
with Rocky and Rambo. It's incredible how he did Rocky. What was it, Rocky 3 and Rambo in the same year, and then he did Rocky 4 and Rambo 2 in the same year.
Yep.
what's funny is as you were going, I never saw Nighthawks before, so I thought I want to get that. I was going to order it while you were talking. And is it out of print?
It is out of print.
Ooh,
Damn.
bam.
That was a shout select too.
How much you
right?
want, Tony?
Nothing. Not for sale.
I'm
Not
gonna have to
for
find that
sale.
one.
Well, if it's a shout, it might get a 4K.
Come on, man. Give it to your buddy Tim.
I'll share it with him. I'll mail it to him and he can mail it back.
Like the old school.
That's what you should do,
Netflix.
Tony. You should start your own mailing service with all your
Yes.
movies.
Yeah.
I'm sure nobody would keep any of these for their own.
Well, don't send them the collector's cases, just the discs.
Oh, don't worry, I wouldn't.
Basement Blues.
That's what I do.
rental service.
If somebody borrows a movie from me, I will not give them the case or slipcover. I have my own little rental case, and I put the disc in there and give it to them. Just
I
a
just
generic
don't
Blu-ray
loan mine
case.
out. I'm like, no. You can
Like
catch
even
that
if you
on
don't give me
whatever-
the disc back, at least I'll still have it on the shelf on there, and then I'll remember I lost the disc like years later when I get it off to watch it.
I don't really lend out much, but I've noticed. So my Interstellar 4K is just gone. I don't know if I did lend that out or what the heck happened, but it's just gone. And then I lent out Nobody 4K, and the people would have returned it, no problem, absolutely, their family. But it just got to the point where they had it so long, and it was on sale on Black Friday for like what, $10. So just bought another copy of it. Just let them have that one.
Yeah. Man, you bought more than one copy of a movie?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Man, that's a shame.
Yeah, none of us here do that.
No.
I mean, I have my
That is-
limits,
So Stallone is an absolutely awesome
Yeah.
pick.
And I had some my other ones I was gonna do. I was gonna try to do Mel Gibson.
Oh, that would have been fun.
And then I was gonna do E.T., but E.T. only had that one movie.
Pretty short career.
Well, I did think about Spielberg from Jaws to Temple of Doom because there are some bangers in there.
So
That
speaking
could-
of Temple of Doom, though, did any of you guys look at Harrison Ford?
No.
So Harrison Ford, if you start in 1980, so you're going to get Empire Strikes Back, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Blade Runner, Return of the Jedi, Temple of Doom, Witness, Frantic, Last
Wow.
Crusade.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good, right?
Yeah, those
But
are all-
you miss the first Star Wars, and that's like got his best moment in it. It's like the best Harrison Ford moment when he comes in on that Millennium Falcon. Couldn't do it. I'm just joking. That's a good pick.
I almost went with him, to be honest. I mean, that's
that would have been good.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's like most of his best movies. But
Harrison Ford had a good 90s run too.
yeah, Well, Fugitive is one of
Air
my
Force
favorites.
One.
It is. Oh, Air Force One, get off my plane.
Yeah, he had a good 90s run. 6 days, 7 nights. I always liked that one.
The CGI, though, in Air Force One with the plane is so bad. I mean, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony, your pick is fantastic. So same question as everyone else. Favorite and least favorite.
Favorite would be Rocky, the original. And the least favorite would be that stinker Staying Alive. I want to say that it's a sequel to Saturday Night Fever, if I'm not mistaken. It has some kind of tie-in with that.
Now you got me tempted, though, to want to watch it just to see if it's
I
that
think
bad.
Rocky 1 and 2 are probably the best movies, but I have so much fun with Rocky 3. I love that one. I love how him and Apollo Creed, team up, and that whole run on the beach is just iconic. It just makes me want to start doing push-ups and running. Just get me so motivated.
Yeah.
Then I get 2 in and I get out of breath and fall on my face. But I still feel that motivation.
I can see you running up all them stairs.
Yeah.
Running up in the mountains with the logs on my back like he does in Part 4.
Mm-hmm.
I got to make it to the steps at some point. I'm only like 2 hours from Philly.
Yeah,
I've been in Philly and never made it to the steps.
You got to run them too.
I know. That'll be a video. I'll do
Do
a video. Of me going to Philly to run up the steps.
It probably happens every day,
I thought I was going to get emotional when I got to the top. I was like, I've seen this place so many times, although I've never been here before. Like I knew where everything was when I turned around because I've watched those films so many times.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it just was the weirdest experience.
Mm-hmm.
I brought this up I just picked up the Rocky collection on Blu-ray. What was it? Only a couple of weeks ago from the Video Game Movie Dome. I haven't seen them all. I haven't seen even half, really.
Which ones haven't you seen?
The back half.
Back half.
Yeah, I don't know where it was.
I love them all. I even love Part 5. And I know a lot of people don't, but I don't mind that. I don't mind the street fight at the end. I think it's pretty fun.
I love them all too.
Balboa is underrated too.
It's one of those classics.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about.
That has the best Rocky speech when he's talking to his son in the street at the end. It's so good.
Yeah, and then when he's talking with Paulie about everything in the basement, I'd always get teared up in that part of the film. Paulie's great in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I got to get around to those.
You've seen Creed though, haven't you?
Yeah, Creed 1. I didn't see Creed 2.
Oh,
yeah,
it's good.
I love both of them.
Go ahead.
I think in the Stallone probably gives his best performance in Creed. I think, which I mean, he got nominated. So,
did everyone else on the panel hear John's story about being cast in Creed as an extra?
No.
Mm-mm.
Were you in there?
I was on Facebook. I woke up. I fell asleep on my couch one night. Woke up at like 1 a.m. and there was this advertisement for extras, and I was like, "Oh, this probably isn't real," but in case it is, so I sent in everything, and then I got contacted the next day, and they're like, "Hey, you're good. We want to use you," and there's a whole like schedule and what to wear and all this stuff, and I was like losing my mind because Rocky is my favorite film franchise by far, and I was freaking out, and so I was getting everything ready. I got time off work, everything. And then the day before it was happening in Philly, I got an email saying, "Hey, here are all the things you need to bring with you." And one of them was, if you're not an American citizen, make sure you have your green card with you, like the specific visa. And I'm on a different work visa while being in the United States. And so I called her and I was like, "Hey, I don't have that visa. I have a different visa. Is that okay?" And she was super kind. She's like, "I'm so sorry, honey, but you can't." And the scene I was supposed to be in was the fight. I was supposed to be ringside of the fight. And I was in the middle of Target when I was talking to her. And I was like, one of those like dramatic movies, like on my knees screaming no at the moment. And yeah, so because of my visa wasn't the exact one they needed, I wasn't able to do it. So
that's
so
a
close.
Bummer. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry to touch on the sore spot. You tell the story so well. And
thanks a lot, Tim.
Yeah.
I've gone to years of counseling for that.
If I were you, I would probably hate the Creed movies and the entire franchise after that.
Send hate mail to all those guys for the rest of my life.
That's still
very big of you.
crazy though that you were that close though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was like 14 hours away from being there.
Not ringside close though.
Yeah. Oh, brutal.
All right, we'll head back into the chat.
That makes me want to cry.
Thanks, man.
He had a couple of film stories on his channel though. You are a damn good like storyteller though.
I appreciate it, man. That's fun.
No more negative Nancy on Bruce.
Cal, have you really watched all these movies? I mean, come
Right?
on,
I watched
What's
Midnight in
going-
the Switchgrass and I was done with it after that.
oh, you watched that?
I did. I watched that. I bought it. And
Oh,
I haven't bought another
that was
one
the
since.
one that really popped with everybody. I think it's probably Dave Duran Cinema's fault because he
Yep.
went in there, he hyped that one up, and then I seen Sue showing it off, and everybody started showing it off. I didn't
Because
bite
it
on
has
that
Megan
one though.
Fox in it.
I didn't bite.
Megan
on that.
Fox was actually pretty decent though in that Till Death. I like.
I
Yeah,
liked
she
that one.
was. She
Mhm.
was.
Mama Blu-ray's in the house, and hello, Robzilla. Wonderful Life, a dark movie coming from Black Christmas lovers. Just kidding. What's up, Jerry? I'll just try to run through some of the stuff some of the stuff quick. Showdown is great, which Ken watch that on HBO.
I'm gonna put it on there. Put it on the list.
I think you'll like it. It's over the top, but it's.
I'll
so
make sure
much
I watch that over Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
I watched that one. It was cute.
I need to watch it. It's been forever. I've seen it. Was that in your run, or Tony? Stop
What?
or My Mom Will Shoot?
It would have been in
What
the
was that?
next. It would have been in the next 10 years.
Was it in the 80s or the early 90s?
Yeah, Stop or My Mama Shoot was 1992.
92. Okay.
No cliffhanger either.
I got some Kid Rock.
That was 93.
Off topic, would you all say that black and white movie, A Miracle on 34th Street, more of a Thanksgiving movie or a Christmas? It takes place during Thanksgiving.
That's a good point.
Thanksgiving and Christmas are almost the same. I kind of,
Mhm.
it's the
I
same
mean,
season.
the beginning of it is Thanksgiving, and then it goes to the lead up to Christmas. Doesn't it end on Christmas? I don't know.
That Thanksgiving, there really isn't Thanksgiving movies, so I don't even really like think of it as its own. Besides like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, it's just not really like a.
Thanksgiving. You ever seen that one?
Oh,
Mhm.
Thanksgiving. No, I've never seen that.
Get stuffed.
Let's go, Tony. Yeah, Showdown in Little Tokyo was a blast. I couldn't believe how much I enjoyed that movie. Sly Stallone, interesting. That's a
I
heck of
gotta
a
tell
pick,
you,
though.
Tony, I didn't see it coming.
You did.
I didn't see it coming.
I didn't either.
I don't know what I saw.
What did y'all think I was going to pull?
I don't know. A toss up, I guess.
I actually thought someone would have pulled that Harrison pick, which is one of the reasons I wasn't going with that.
Yeah, that would have been a good one.
Rocky 2 better than 1. Say it, Tony.
No.
Rocky 3 is better than both of them. Clubber Lang is the best villain. Care what anybody says about Drogo.
I gotta find this Nighthawks. I really do. You sure you don't want to sell it, Tony?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I've
You can
seen
have
Stay
it.
Alive.
You can have it when I die. I'll let my wife know about it.
Oh man.
Send it to Tim.
Hearts on Fire classic. Demolition Man is so much fun.
Yeah.
I started watching it the other day, and I just, what the heck was it? Something came up, and I needed to stop. But I've seen that movie like 15 times. So
Mhm.
He doesn't know about the seashells.
I still thought, I was looking at buddy cop lists, and it's on some, but it's not on a lot also, and that's totally a buddy cop movie to me.
You think him and Bullock?
Yeah, because
I think so.
there's nothing to say that you can't have a male-female buddy cop movie. It's just not really done much. I mean, Kindergarten Cop.
My favorite line from that movie is him and Bullock in the apartment. He goes, Well, this is how we do it the old-fashioned way.
Because they have those head goggle things on.
It's so random and out there.
All right. Getting there on the chat. Why don't we do mine and then we'll finish things up? I think mine's an okay choice. So, all righty. Oh, I should get rid of this first. All right. So, if you know me, I've already said I grew up on action. Action was my thing, even though movies like Showdown in Little Tokyo somehow passed right by me. But anyways, an actor that I always watched like crazy and still, it's a comfort movie, is all his stuff, but Arnold Schwarzenegger. And the time range, let me pull it up, is 84 through 93. And I'm going to list off, we got Terminator, Red Sonja, Commando, Raw Deal, Running Man, Predator, Raw Heat, Twins, Total Recall, Kindergarten Cop, T2, Dave, and Last Action Hero. And Dave is the only one that I would just toss because I really don't care about that movie. But the rest of them, Raw Deal is not great. But the rest of them are not just great, iconic classics. I mean, Predator is an absolute classic. Both Terminators, I mean, it was basically, I could have axed Terminator to go 1 year later and do True Lies, but Terminator means more to me than True Lies. So, yeah, Total Recall is amazing. I meant to show Terminator 2 before. Amazing steelbook. But yeah, he has an incredible 10-year run right there. I honestly, it shocked me just how much great stuff he did in a short amount of time. I mean, 87 alone is Running Man and Predator, which are, I don't know how much they grossed, but they grossed a shit ton, and they are fantastic movies. I love Arnold. I mean, it's just entertaining to no end. So that is my choice.
Yeah, the True Lies versus Terminator was tough for me too. I couldn't crack it. Couldn't crack that one. You can't take Terminator off. And also he did Conan the same year he did Terminator, so you get 2 movies in that first year.
That's true. I left off Conan. Actually, I thought Conan was maybe it was 84.
I think it's 80. Yeah, I think it's 84.
Okay. This is my own stream, and I even missed that. But I'm not crazy on Conan, to be honest, though. I don't know. Conan and Red Sonja.
I've never seen it, to be honest. I just know he did it.
Yeah. I'm more about like the shoot people and beat the hell out of them Arnold. I'm not into I don't know. I want Arnold with a gun, I should say.
Same. I loved Last Action Hero. That was one of my faves.
Oh, Last Action Hero is so good. Mm-hmm. It's crazy that it bombed and it was thought of as one of his worst for the longest time, but now people are actually starting to like that movie, which is great.
I think maybe it was just too ahead of its time because it was very
meta,
on the nose, and it was it was self-aware of what it was doing.
That was McTiernan that did that too, right? Same director as Predator.
Yeah,
thought so. Yeah, and Die Hard.
I was close with Harrison Ford, but Arnold got my win.
See, from your list, I like Kindergarten Cop when he just gets like so frustrated at those kids. I just lose it laughing. I think it's so hilarious.
Yeah, I love that.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Yeah, that was a hell of a run. Even leaving off True Lies is still a great run.
Yeah,
but you made the right choice.
Yeah, you have to pick Terminator over True Lies. Yeah. You gotta.
You know, I mean, True Lies doesn't even have a Blu-ray or 4K. Who cares about that movie? Nobody cares. Obviously.
That is such a damn shame, though. I've been tempted to import that. What is it from like Spain? That True Lies Blu-ray.
Yeah. Tony, do you have that one?
I do. Listen, I got it right here beside me. Let me go grab it.
I was going to say, I want to see this thing.
I had a hunch. Figured he did.
Didn't even need to ask.
He knew right where it was, too.
How quick was that?
That's cool.
How's the picture quality?
It's excellent. Excellent.
Looks like something I buy at the Dollar Tree.
They don't sell this at the Dollar Tree.
You say that now, but what if I go in there tomorrow and it's there?
Then
What
everybody
Dan
be
told
heading
me.
to the Dollar Tree.
Mhm.
This True Live Blu-ray. You see the thumbnail now?
All right, so we'll make a last run through the comments real quick, and then we'll close
Can I
this up.
mention one of my honorable mentions?
Oh yeah, go for it.
I almost went with Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
I love Ryan Gosling from. I wanted to go 2007 to 2016, but then I would have missed Blade Runner 2049. But he had an incredible run in the 2010s, from like 2010 to like 2017, or 2018 with First Man. I think he made a lot of really great movies like Blue Valentine, Place Beyond the Pines.
Mm-hmm.
You got La La Land in there. I'm trying to think. There's so many of them. There's some great ones. He had a good run. Good run.
Oh, I looked at him myself. I mean, La La Land, like I said, that movie turned me on to musicals more. I adore that movie.
And I love The Nice Guys also.
Mm-hmm. That's a good
which is in my buddy
I
cop
like that
list.
one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's got a lot of good ones. A lot of different
Yeah,
a lot of different genres.
That is a damn good honorable mention.
Drive. I forgot Drive. That's one of his best.
Yeah. So did Mel, you're the only one that didn't mention any honorable mentions. Did you have any?
I knew exactly what I was doing right away. I did look into Christian Slater a little bit because Gleaming the Cube and Pump Up the Volume were two of my favorite movies from him. But there wasn't like a 10-year span where he did like a bunch of cool stuff, So I went with the Corys.
Would you have had Broken Arrow in there? That's one of my personal favorites.
No.
Love it.
I mean, I
Him
liked
and
that one
Travolta.
okay. But I liked like Heathers and Pump Up the Volume and Gleaming the Cube. Those were my solid Christian Slater flicks when I was younger.
Two Christian Slater ones I absolutely love. Very Bad Things is great.
That is good.
Yeah. And Hard Rain.
Hard Rain.
Hard Rain is fun. It's fun because they get to boat around this town.
Yeah. Which I think Hard Rain is like way out of print, I believe.
I think I might have like the DVD or something, but
yeah, I have the DVD, but I think the Blu-ray is like way out of print and I want to get it. I think I was looking into it the one day and it was like $80. I'm like, no, I'll find it at some point. So
it's fun.
All right, we'll run through the chat real quick. And
Movies of Brian said Crazy Stupid Love. Also, that's one of my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Romantic comedies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did look at Ryan Gosling though. That's because Drive.
Jake Gyllenhaal also had a great run in the 2010s.
Mm-hmm.
Nightcrawler alone.
Prisoners. A lot of them.
And by the way, do you agree with this? Mac and Me are far superior to E.T.
Of course. You know it.
Early 70s to 80s, Pacino rocked it.
Yeah.
Hot take, Jedi and Empire are better than New Hope.
I mean, I agree on Empire. That's the best. But I wouldn't say Jedi's better than A New Hope.
Thank you, Ben Buster. I don't know. It was just something that I used to talk about this with a coworker years ago, and I thought I'd like to talk about this with my friends on YouTube. So,
It was a good idea. It got me thinking a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Best New Hope moment for me is when he chases the stormtroopers into the hangar filled with stormtroopers and gives the big yell, goes running in the other direction.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one too. Or when he answers the phone. We're great. We're fine.
Looking
Everything's
stunning
fine.
tonight, Mel.
How are you?
It's because I'm not wearing the hat.
People are all throwing off without the hat.
I know.
She won't ever
Maybe nobody even recognizes me.
Yeah, she won't ever put that toboggan back on, will she?
I probably shouldn't now.
Discuss movie 43. No.
I don't even think I've seen it.
I've never seen it.
Mm-mm.
I think I started it. I hate those. The 2010s had late 2000s into early 2010s had some terrible spoof movies. My God.
Mm-hmm.
Meet the Spartans and there was that Vampires Suck.
It all started with scary movie, which I like the first two scary movies, but then
Yeah,
I like
I
Not
legitimately
Another
like
Teen movie too. I think those are the only three good ones.
Over the Top was peak Stallone. That's a good one.
That was a good one.
How many people can make an arm wrestling movie work?
Seriously.
Dutch is a Thanksgiving movie and my favorite one. It's not a holiday touched very much. It's usually just thrown in with Christmas. Everyone,
March the 8th. Well, Apex is due out on February the 8th. Sci-fi action adventure.
I feel like this stream has been partially a commercial for that film.
Right?
How much
That
is
film is going to
RLKE
do better
paying
than all of
you?
them.
How much is RLKE paying you?
I'm gonna get a hold of them, Tim. I'm gonna have them send you a copy of this as well for promoting it so much on your channel tonight.
put the cookie down now.
Yeah.
I need Durant on here.
Everybody do their Arnold impression.
Did you include Jingle All the Way, or was that later? When was
No,
that?
that's later. That's 90.
That was 96, wasn't it?
Yeah. Dread is a buddy cop movie. Both not. Yeah, the 90s one would be a buddy cop if Rob Schneider is your buddy. Sci-fi was my go-to growing up. Terminator, Running Man, Predator, T2. Yeah, all fucking fantastic movies. Running Man is probably right there towards the top for my favorite. I love that one. And Stephen King doesn't even like it. He doesn't like most of his adaptations, and he doesn't like Running Man.
Stephen King doesn't like Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, so his opinion doesn't count.
I agree with you, Ken, because Running Man was a different kind of movie. It was really great what they did with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, Stephen King doesn't like his own movie, Maximum Overdrive, and I love that movie. It's ridiculous.
I love that movie too.
Me too.
Yeah,
That was
it's so crazy.
That was the first movie to make me buy a Vestron release.
Does
It
anybody
was at
have
Walmart.
an extra slip?
I've got it here. Again, I'll put it in my will. I'll tell my wife to send it to you when I die. Just like Tony. Promise.
That's my only Vestron that doesn't have a slip, and it's just killing me.
And the way I'm going, I'll probably be dead far before you. So you'll probably get
This
it in the
stream
next
is all
10 years.
about willing movies to other people. Hey guys, hope the stream is going well. Thanks, Brian, and hope your stream, which goes on very shortly, he's on with Pops. Hopefully that goes well, which it of course should. Gotta go, guys. Going to head over to Pop Movie Dungeon. Yeah, thanks for the stream, Tim. See you at Pops. Yep, I'll be over there. I'm thrilled with how this turned out. You guys were a lot of fun and
really good.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep.
So
Good
much.
topic, man.
Yeah, this was a fun topic.
Hopefully, people watching, I didn't flub this too bad. I'm my first time hosting.
You did great.
I had butterflies like all day. I was excited but nervous. Brilliant stream, guys. All good content. Thank you. Hard Rain was filmed about 45 minutes away. Jeez, I can't even speak. But yeah, I love Hard Rain. I really got to find the Blu-ray. Murder in the First, underrated Christian Slater. I've not seen that one. This was great. Hope you do it again, Tim. Can get kickbacks for promos.
March the 8th, or no, February the 8th. Your local Walmart shelves. Probably on DVD, though.
I think you should get a role in Apex too, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
They should have given me a role. I'm waiting for my call.
That's true. Any actress filmographies, maybe do another one at some point touching specifically on actresses. That might be cool because none of us.
Have a ladies' night.
We were all extremely sexist tonight. None of us picked actresses.
I did look at Meryl
Streep.
I didn't even.
Yeah. But Meryl Streep has so many great ones over a long span of time. I couldn't narrow that down to 10 years.
That's why it was hard to do. Like, if you're going to do directors like Spielberg or Hitchcock, it's like there's so many great decades with them.
Ooh, are you serious, Ben? Hit me up in my DMs.
Yeah. Stream is making stuff happen.
Dreams come
Nice
true.
job, Tim. Definitely great info and entertaining. Thank you. All right. So we'll end this off with giving outros. I really super appreciate everyone coming on, though. This was a lot of fun. So hand it over to Tony to give his outro.
Well, thanks for having me on this stream. I thought it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot of stuff. It was fun. Thanks, Tim.
No, thank you. Ken, your turn.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. Like I said, fun topic that got me thinking. And I appreciate it. Definitely a fun time with everybody on here tonight. And just make sure you all grab your copies of Apex
I was
at
waiting
your
for
local
it.
Walmart on February 8th. And yeah, see y'all later.
I'm going to pick that up now. John?
Thanks so much, Tim. This was a ton of fun, man. I had a lot of good laughs and learned about some new films that I have not yet seen. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I thank all
Like
of you so
Apex.
much.
Like Apex coming out. And Ken, I appreciated that you highlighted. Did everyone see the beam of light on the slipcover?
All right, Mel.
You need to send that in and get it autographed. That one.
Amazing.
Thank you so much, Tim, for having me on the stream. It was a damn good time in this League of Gentlemen. Thank you to all of the commenters. We appreciate all of you for coming here and watching us, and check us all out on our socials, and have a good night.
Well, that would be everything. Thank you so much to everybody that stopped by. I really appreciate it. I actually really like that idea for actress one, so I would definitely do this again and focus on actresses. That would be a lot of fun. And that might be a little more challenging too. So that's all I got. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, and subscribe to all of these people if you're not already, which I'm sure you already are because they are all amazing. So have a great night.
Bye,
Thanks,
y'all.
guys.